I feel like social media is talking a lot about sew-ins, but no one is really talking about foundations. This is what I would consider a perfect foundation for a glueless closure sew-in, which is my specialty. And I know social media makes it seem like you can do anything on top of whatever hair condition, but I wanted to show you and use my mom as an example that she actually has sister locks. There is no healthy way for me to braid this down and do a glueless closure sew-in on top of this. Her front edges and her locks would fall off. One thing we have to remember is that glueless closure sew-ins are a tension-based technique, meaning instead of using glue to adhere the closure to our foreheads, we're using tension and we're using a proper foundation, which is key, and I'm gonna show you why. My model Michaela is getting a side part glueless closure sew-in, and for this foundation, that first braid on both sides has to be super small and super firm. The first braid is also the only braid that I usually add hair to because it has to be so hard. The entire longevity of your sew-in quite literally depends on those front two braids being firm. Once that hair grows out or the braids are no longer tight, that closure is now lifted because that's what the closure is holding on to. And this is why your natural hair condition matters, because if you don't have the actual hair to go under a sew-in for it to hold on to, all of your braids will be loose, and you can actually get traction alopecia from putting in styles on top of breakage. And that's why my sew-in booking form actually does ask you about length and hair condition, because if you do not meet certain requirements, I will not be causing traction alopecia for your hair, so you will be turned away. But you don't have to worry, because if you're fighting a certain hair condition, we can always make you a custom unit. I can guarantee you it will give you the exact same look without any of the tension on your natural hair. The unit can also be sewn down, so you don't have to worry about putting it on or off. But I hope this helped you realize why foundations are so important.